Welcome to 1908 to Net Zero. Today we're focusing on foundations, and this is a big opportunity to improve building performance and lower emissions. Now that we've lifted the house, we're using insulated concrete forms because they're energy efficient and easy to install. And we've selected a new blend of low carbon concrete that's local. It helps us reduce our embodied emissions on the foundation by almost 50%. Here we are at RMC Ready Mix, just 9 kilometers from the build. This is where we sourced the lowest carbon blend we could find, and it's engineered for ICF. Let's head to site and see the pour.
Hey Ziad, so thanks for joining us. So what makes this concrete blend unique?
So beside the structural requirements, we added a value of thermal resistivity to our product, which is twice amount the standard concrete. Also, we reduced the carbon footprint by 50% in compared to the industry average in British Columbia.
So what do you need to consider when using ICF?
So after meeting with multiple contractors, placers, and finishers, I find out they have specific requirements for ICF, and I designed this to be 28 days, minimum honeycombing or almost nothing, 35 MPa for any structure that can be used, as durable as possible. Also recently, we incorporated a wireless sensor into our mix. If they would like to know the actual strength on site, and basically through their phone, they can find out what's the development of the strength throughout the days and hours after the pour.
There's some new products on the market. How do we help people choose what concrete to use?
That's a great question, Aidan. I think with a lot of product development out in the market right now, I think it's really important to ask proper questions like, what are the mix requirements? What are the performance metrics that you're trying to meet? And hopefully what you're looking at is opportunities to potentially use low carbon mixes in the market.
So what do you see happening in the next 3 to 5 years?
With step code 4 and 5, municipalities are going to need to look at adopting low carbon alternate material solutions with, I know, an objective and target of 2030. And we really think this is the next step towards circular economy and a better future.
Today we're looking at quad lock insulated concrete forms. So the forms only really took 5 days to put up, which was awesome.
Right? And then, really being so lightweight and easy to stack is a huge component of that. And the best part is 5 days, but you just did 6 components in one, right?
Yeah.
Your team's not having to come back and frame that wall, insulate that wall. Right. You have a continuous installation scheme around the outside and the inside.
So can you tell me what projects might be a good candidate for this product?
That's anything from multifamily, single family, and even commercial structures who are wanting to get to that next level of performance and build something that's going to last a long time.
Operational carbon was critical for the longest time. However, we've transitioned now to where embodied carbon seems to be becoming even more and more important. With our little project, we're achieving a net zero operational carbon, and so embodied, becomes that much more critical. What are you seeing on the commercial space? Are we still talking operational carbon, or how much more has embodied carbon entered the discussion?
The conversation's evolving into a holistic carbon approach, right? And we're seeing that on the commercial side. We're also seeing that in what you're doing on the residential side. This idea of, let's not just consider, what we're doing in the energy aspect. Let's consider where those materials come from. What are we doing in deconstruction of facility? That whole circular environment.
Once the concrete is cured, we'll be setting the main home down and starting on the net zero infill portion of the project. The cool thing about that portion is that we'll be using a reclaimed wooden panel system. So you won't want to miss that on the next episode.